of SH Figuarts. The last time I did one of these was with an Iron Man figure, and that was pretty decent. It was also pretty cheap, so for what you were paying for, it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't falling apart or anything. The joints were a bit loose, paint was a bit rough, but overall it's pretty decent. You can check out that video on my channel afterwards if you like. But here, these figures, now I've also seen other bootlegs of other Avengers and Dragon Ball Z, as well as a Pikachu bootleg Figuarts, so definitely be on the lookout for those. And the basic tell for all of those being bootleg is usually the figure in the plastic tray has a little plastic sheet around them, even if the original does not. The figures are always not quite posed in the box properly, like the leg might be a bit off center or something. Like you see these figures, these are placed in the tray perfectly, whereas the bootleg ones, they're not. Sometimes the head's looking to the left, looking to the right, and the paint job's a bit iffy. The box art is also a bit lower resolution compared to the original. Uses square tape instead of circular, for example, for some figures, and the plastic on the box is also not folded properly, like it's a bit round around the edges, not sharply folded. So that's the tells, if you can actually pick one of those up. And of course there's the price. Bootleg figures are way cheaper than the originals, apart from 4, because the official ones you can get that for like 180 now, because that's not quite that much of a decent figure. So even I don't have that one. I'm quite happy with the Figma 4 that I have, but so the price between that and the bootlegs, I'm like 40 Hong Kong dollars or something, which is definitely not worth it. And just pick up the original if you want the original, because that itself is dirt cheap. So those are easy tells. But here's the thing, these guys are not. If you're looking at these, even the price is a bit cheaper than the original ones. But when you look at these, the quality is almost just like the original one, at least before you open the package. You see the box is folded almost properly. These did come with circular stickers, just like the official one, not the straight random cut sticker sellotape on the edge. So they copied that. Wherever there's metallic print on the box is there. The resolution of the box is perfect, and it even has that nice matte and smooth feel, just like the official ones. And I got both of these from Fook Wing Street in Shamshui, where all the bootleg Lego stuff is, but there are a few shops there that actually sell genuine toys. And this particular shop sells both genuine and bootleg stuff, because they had some Kamen SH Figuarts in there that are official, because bootlegs have not bothered to copy those yet. They also sell a lot of the other bootleg figures that I've seen or post photos of on my Facebook page. So these were like, I saw these and like, these look pretty real, and for the price they're going for, I was thinking, well, are these really bootlegs? I cannot tell at all. You open up the side and the printing is just fine. The feel of the cardboard's the same. It's almost like they were using original packaging from the official sets. So just take a look at the back here, and all the printing, all the details are all there. The purpose of the original ones here are to help people do like drawings and arts. The flesh skin one is the one, the small box without the extra accessories. I wanted the extra accessories because why not? And they've also released the black plastic versions, where the bootlegs actually came out 2 to 3 weeks, almost a month before the official ones, and cheaper. So be a lookout for those as well, because the official black ones only came out just a few days ago, and the bootleg ones has been out for like almost a month. And just a quick look at the top here, you got Body-chan and Body-kun. And at the bottom there, you got all the Bandai logos and stuff. Everything is just like the official. So I'll pull this out, and you got the sort of checkered marking backing card there, just like the official. And what they also copied, they didn't skip out on this, is that inside both of these have the instruction manuals just like the official one, and as you can see in the camera, you cannot tell the difference. It is sharp print, it is no problems with it at all. The only difference I can tell is when I pick it up, you know, recycled paper has a slightly rougher texture feel to it. There's a hint of that. And also has a hint of tissue paper smell, like really cheap tissue paper, that you can just smell it a little bit. It's like they mix proper paper that they use for the official ones with a tiny bit of rough paper. So again, it's really hard to tell. If you just pick it up the first time and put it aside, you think, oh, it's the real thing. You're gonna have to like rub it and touch it and feel it and cuddle with it before you can like smell the difference. It's crazy. Just like the official ones, you also get a little instruction guidebook, all in Japanese, just like the official ones. So I'm going to take a look at the girl one. Again, this is printed on shiny cover here. The insides are all proper book quality paper. Can't tell the difference again. Seriously. Let me just focus a bit better on that. So yeah, so you got the first page, different poses. How to pose it, take the photo of your mobile phone or tablet, and then then add suggesting different filters you can do to make the drawing of it easier, like smooth it out, and then you can start drawing on top of it, and in the end you have some crazy anime thing, which is everyone can do that. So they're showcasing the other products as well. You got the two ones I have here, and these two skin ones which just come with the hand colors. And like I said, they've also released the black plastic version right now. And yep, so you got this, the boy cat as well, different poses. I like that running pose there. I have a photograph of Dark Decay, a Shadow Moon running like that. You can look at some of my older, I think it's the Gokai Red review. Some funny photos there. So again, different poses, take the photographs of it, and you can start doing these crazy drawings and stuff with these Tamashii stage acts, which a set does come with these, with this set. Yep, showcasing Photoshop there, which is what everyone uses these days. And there's a more example of the painting at the end. So yeah, crazy. So here are the figures. On the back of the boy one, the male version, the female version has this as well. Both of them have pretty much the same accessories, just the hands are different sizes to match the guy or the woman. So yeah, I haven't disassembled this. I've seen no reason to. All the stage act arm right there, because the female one has that as well. So I'm gonna use the female ones. I've disassembled the there's a laptop, a pen, a phone, an old phone, katana, and pistol in there. I might get the pistol from that one too, because all katana, but the rest of the accessories I'm just going to leave them in there because I don't need to pull them out. So I'm going to use them from the female version. I just open this up. This plastic comes off really well, and this tray, again, I can't tell the difference between this tray and the official ones. You might be thinking, well, how do I know this is a bootleg? Well, A, I know that bootlegs out there of these figures, and B, once you start fiddling with the figure itself, that's when you can start to tell that it's a bootleg, and that's a huge issue. I have huge issues with this. So what do you get in one of these packs, official or bootleg? No, like I said, well, you have this stage act here, stage act plate, and of course you have the arm and handle right there that I haven't pulled out yet. This little plastic tray here, and so what I put in, this plastic tray is meant just part of the packaging. Don't know why they felt the need to put that in there, but yeah, you got a stage act box, so this box stays on top of this. You get a hand peg bar here, which is going to be useful if you get the flesh tone one and you want to plug the flesh tone color hands onto this, because it's part of the flesh tone one does not come in one of these boxes, and there's some little slits on each side so you can plug this in, doesn't move around, so that's good. You have a really big ass katana, pistol. All these are the same color plastic, by the way. What looks like to be a tablet. Then you can see the little lines on it. A little tablet there. Laptop, which the molding is actually pretty good. That's what this one does anyway. It opens up, you have to assemble it. So you got the keyboard there, and on the side doesn't have the little molds of the USBs and power plugs and stuff. Classic mobile phone, doesn't shut or anything, but got a classic phone there. And a modern phone that they actually molded in the camera and stuff. Looks more like a Samsung than an iPhone because the buttons look like that. And what's supposed to be a pen, it's just a little stick. And yeah, of course you have this tray which to transport all of your accessories and then hands and stuff. And since the whole point of the original one is for people to do drawings and stuff, they come with a lot of different hands. So the fists are already on the female figure, and here you have Let me just get this out. What could be pen or brush holding hand, like a calligraphy brush. Spray open hands, flat hands, more fists. Weird. And I also pen holding hands. And this one, you have some empty slots there, but also pointing hand, cute, yay, V-sign hand, gun holding hand, phone holding hand, and sort of more other different spray open hands. With the guy, you get the fists, and then you have again the pen holding hands, relax, spray open, blah blah blah, same types of hands. And so there's the other one as well. All at the same time, it also has some cute hands too, and finger pointing hands. Now, for some reason, where the shop where I got it from, they actually gave me an extra bag of this set of hands for the female figure. I think she mentioned something about the hands being a bit too loose on the female figure, and they are a little bit, but not to the point where I can't use them. So, but still cool that I got an extra set of hands, just like that. They were like, hey, get these, you get these two, these are free, because there's something with the hands on the normal one. After everything's been removed from the tray, then you can start to tell that this plastic is just a little bit thinner than the official ones, but again, not to the point where it feels that fake if you're not paying attention. Especially this bit though, this bit. Hear that? That's really thin plastic. So there you can tell that this is not the official tray, but yeah, it's only thinner by a tiny margin. As for the stage jack we get inside, we have the usual arm there if you want to use it. Both these figures have a little hole peg on the back, so you can just get this peg and plug them in. Or you can use this giant sort of seating one and have this for them to sit on or something. Joint there is doop 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 doop, and this bit should comes out, yep, just like the official one, and it feels really secure. They actually have used proper metal screws there. It feels very secure. It feels like a normal stage act. This is identical to stage acts. Bloody hell. I have to say both the male and the female plug into the peg just as well. So that's good. So the figures themselves are where you can actually start to tell that it's a bootleg. The male version is okay because he's bulkier, he's got thicker plastic, so it doesn't feel as different as normal Figuarts. But the female one is where you really start to tell. And one of the first things you notice is that they're actually using a softer plastic compared to official Figuarts. Now, I don't have the original one of these, but I'm pretty sure that they were using hard plastic. I'm pretty sure they won't be using soft plastic to the point where I can do this to the arm, where it's just like warp it, slightly warp it a little bit, so slightly rubbery. I can get this in a good camera angle. You can actually see me warping it, but see that? It's actually bendy a little bit. So, and the clutch is all over the place on these figures. No doubt every figure will also have a slightly different clutch to it. There's also these plastic edges there. You can see that actually slightly scratched and deformed a little bit. Just look at the leg right there. You can see these little marks there. That's because the plastic, again, like I said, is softer. So if I sort of a spongy feel to it. And but yeah, apart from that, I mean, these figures still pose okay. If you just look at the articulation, up, down, sideways, rotation there, rotates a little bit, actually fully. Double elbow joint. The joint is a bit loose, but it's not loose to the point where it falls down. Hands on a round peg that moves around. Leg goes up, leg goes back, leg goes not sideways. I can't move them sideways. I guess this is where the bootleg bit comes in. I can't open her legs. I can now, it's just everything's getting in the way. Oh, leg comes off. Guess this piece is getting in the way. Come on, plug back in. Double knee joint. You can see that. That's not good. Just do that. So that's not good. His knee is also very loose, and leg goes up, back, sideways, etc. So all the articulation is intact. It's just a little bit tight, a little bit loose in certain areas. And I think one of her legs is longer than the other one. I think. Oh no, it's just a posing problem. Can't get her to stand straight. Come on. Yeah, she looks a bit awkward. For the male character, zoom out a little bit because he's bigger figure. And if you have one of the official ones of these, it's actually really good for sculpting on to create your own characters. But up, down, sideways, sideways, full rotation. Rotate here, double knee, double elbow. I mean, hands on the same ball peg and joint. Torso goes up, down, sideways, sideways. Leg goes up. He can really open his legs. Leg goes up, back, knee joint, double knee joint. Same with the legs and stuff. So, in fact, I think that the idea came for these figures is when they did the version 2s of Kabutos and Hibikis and stuff. They were sculpting actual. They had a miniature scale skeleton that they're sculpting muscles onto. So they thought, hey, since we're sculpting a muscle figure anyway, might as well have our own sort of little drawing dolls. And you can see, even though this is a bootleg, I can still stand him pretty well on one leg, I think. Let me just pose him a bit. Oop. Come on. There we go, see? Look, it works. And yeah, he's got pretty much similar joints and stuff for Hibiki and Kabuto version 2.0. For the most part, these figures are actually pretty decent, and at no point I felt like I was going to break these when I was moving them around. So actually, in terms of quality and the price that they're going for, they're not bad. Especially when the official ones are really, really expensive, and the aftermarket price for them were insane, like 500 for one of these, and that's only when you buy both of them for 1,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is just retarded and ridiculous, and I don't suggest anyone paying that price for them. Bandai has reissued these ones, this set in particular, when along with the black figures, so hopefully the price has gone down, so you can get it more at a retail price. That would be great. The biggest issue I have with these is during posing for the photos, I found that the hands didn't quite grip onto the accessories that well. Sword and gun were fine, but the laptops and tablets and stuff, they kept falling out. The pen especially, that got a little bit annoying. It would have been much better if they just maybe had like a hand with a pen molded into it, maybe, that'd be great. But the bootleg didn't copy that too well, so it was actually got quite frustrating and annoying after I trying to pose it and then having the pen and stuff keep dropping out all the time. And like I said, a little bit loose and stiff here and there, but not to the point where you can't pose them. It's still possible. Of course, being bootleg, you have no idea what the quality control is going to be like, so you might be picking up a figure that has all those problems in one, and that'd be pretty much useless for posing. So if you do see this, do be really, really careful. That, again, I cannot support. Bootlegs and stuff are fine because they're usually for people who can't afford the real thing. But when a bootleg is trying to pass itself off so near to the official one and costing only a little bit cheaper than the official one, that I really don't like. So do be a lookout for this set when you're buying it, especially from Hong Kong or China, because especially when the price is a bit too low, that's when you know you might be picking up a bootleg, but you have no idea what the quality is going to be like on those figures. So do be very careful. More and more bootlegs coming out, the bootleg model kits, other sets of figures, even DC and Marvel stuff. I've seen a 1/12 scale Tim Burton Batman figure that looks pretty good, except the paint job is a little bit iffy, and I think the joints might be a little bit iffy too, but overall still, it's got the same packaging, the same feel, same look. There are a lot of NECA bootlegs out there in Hong Kong right now, Predators and other characters. So as always, be really careful when you're buying these online, because you cannot actually pick up the thing to have a look. At least you can have a look when you're in the shops and stuff, and even then, especially this one, it looks far too close to the official ones. There's also bootleg Assassin's Creed, Twilight, Street Fighter figures that I've seen as well as Terminator, and many, many more. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.